Hi everyone. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, as you may have heard recently, the body language guy did a video describing how Meghan has censored critics. I think it was Max Foster, who one of many people who criticized her interview with Oprah, right? I mean, everybody pretty much criticized. So it was censored. It was taken down off CNN and their website. Then there was this interview with Candace Owens that Gemini 8 posted on August 7th.
I don't care at all for the Harry and Meghan thing, except for the political undertones of somebody saying, I'm not liked, therefore it's because I'm 25% black. Like that stuff bothers me, whether it's, we're talking about Democrats saying it, we see that pollution all throughout Hollywood. So this Hollywood star going into a country that really sort of loves its traditions, and then accusing them of being fundamentally racist. It's just like, let's keep the American BS race narrative, at least within the bounds of America. Let's not extend it overseas to Europe because they have a different culture there. They've been around much longer. England never had slaves in its country. And by the way, in terms of worldwide slavery, the Englishmen were the first to abolish it. So she's sort of relying on American ignorance and the race obsession in America and extending it overseas. It's really bothersome. It's irksome.
So do you think the American media running to Meghan Markle's defense, do you think part of that is how they detest tradition in general, and so they don't like the royal family for that reason?
Yeah, I mean, think about where we are right now in America, right? That is sort of this cultural Marxist, everything that is from yesterday is wrong and needs to be torn down. Everything about America is wrong. We got to get rid of Christopher Columbus. Dr. Seuss is racist. So we are just obsessed with thinking that everything from the past is wrong. And sure, there were elements of the past that were definitely wrong, but in many ways we've thrown out the baby with the bathwater. And England is just a different place, right? I mean, their population, there's only 3% black people in England. It's a remarkably, compared to America, a very small country. And so it just sends, it's so ignorant. It's just the height of ignorance to me to have this D-list actress that nobody knew go over there. Not her race is not discernible by the eye. If she walked in, you would never say Meghan Markle is a black woman, right? And then she says her son, who, if you've seen a picture of, and you think that he has faced anti-black racism in his life, then I'm a Nigerian prince, and I have, an account that you can send some money into. And it's frustrating. I think we're just tired of the race narrative here in America, and it's just obnoxious that we sent this girl over here to start the same thing overseas.
Okay, so as usual, she says it best. Now, we all know if you spend any time on Twitter or Tumblr, I was just checking out Tumblr here, and if you just do a search on Meghan, you get a lot of racist crap. You can tell, oh, there's the interview there, but you can also tell that Meghan and her Sussex squad are still very much pushing the race narrative. And this is really sickening. Look at this. So they're also trying to claim that that Meghan is just like Diana. I mean, look at this. I mean, Meghan needs to get her head examined, really, to be making stuff like this. I mean, psycho. I mean, that's really wow. And then her mermaid story. Okay, this is what I was looking at. This girl, they have all these young people making videos accusing the royal family being racist. So here's one of them. And this girl probably doesn't even know who Meghan is. I mean, seriously, I think they hired these actors or something. But let's see.
Completely let down. Why? Why do I think they treated me this way? And you want to know who? Who was saying those messed up things? There are a lot of factors at play here. I don't really want to damage anyone's name. Racism! Racist! Because they fucking racist! Racist! Because she black! I thought that was evident by now. You want to know who? Well, it wasn't my grandma. So as you can see, that basically just leaves everybody else. And that's on my mama, who is a fucking G, by the way. And I stay talking about my mama because I know these motherfuckers just get sick just hearing the word Diana. And you can take it from me, the whitest man on the face of this earth, that all this shit was just some white nonsense. White. Yeah, it was terrible. We felt
And she brings up Diana, right? So obviously not an authentic rant anyways, right? So she brings up at the end, they just can't stand I bring up Diana. So that tells me that not only is Meghan still continuing to hire people to push her racial division and divisiveness, but she's also, purposely antagonizing the royal family with the Diana stuff, as well as trying to align herself. Here's another one here.
I can't say who said that, as it would be very damaging. My father said this, my grandpa said that, this is what the queen said, and that bitch Patrice from HR said all of this. I can't say who said that, as it would be very damaging. My father said this, my grandpa said that, this is what the queen said, and
So, okay, doesn't make any sense, but whatever. So, anyways, again, harping on the alleged uh, racism, which is a total lie. And it gets dangerous here. You get another psycho here. Defending Meghan Markle online isn't enough. I need a gun. Storm the royal palace. So yeah, so very dangerous. And Meghan and her um gang here, and they're still at it. I mean, these are new. I think these are. I mean, I can't see dates with Tumblr, but these are, as things are added, they go to the top. So these are probably from the past 24 hours, I believe. So I'm going to look at this racial division and divisiveness that the 10% black girl, Meghan Markle, is obviously instigating and, uh, you know, bringing up constantly and bothering everyone. And I want to see how Meghan really felt about that Oprah interview. Now, Oprah is, I think, also a major push behind this racial divisiveness. I mean, Oprah's been complaining about racism before, and now she may be behind Meghan. I mean, I think Oprah is part of the globalist situation and wants to push this agenda as well. So let's see, is that the case? And how's Meghan feel like it's going? How's Oprah feeling? I would think that it seems like Meghan and Oprah may be embarrassed by the interview that they did because it backfired spectacularly. I mean, it was just so ridiculous, that interview. So let's take a look here and see what Meghan's plans are and how things are going to go forward with her causing racial divisiveness, racial division amongst people. On top of the divisiveness and division we already have had with the, vaccinated versus the unvaccinated. So they forced, the government pushed that on people and divided families and friends, etc. Now, at the same time, this racial divisiveness. Let's find out. And I want to know if is this an act? Is Megan just playing a part and she really doesn't feel it? I mean, she's never been involved in anything like this before, or does she really feel it? Is it really important to her? Let's find out. I'm going to be using the dark fairy tale. Isn't that perfect for me, Gain? And I already shuffled the cards. So I'm going to split the deck. I got to take a look. How does Megan and her racial divisive agenda? Let's take a look. Okay, so general attitude. Oh my, I get the moon reversed. That is about the divisiveness, the craziness she's causing. Yes. And we did just have a full moon yesterday at 19 degrees Aquarius. So emotions are running high. That might be also part of the reason why you're seeing all these crazy posts and everything. So I got this reverse. I see that as an excess of, and um, Meghan being secretive about it as well, because of course Meghan is pretending. And of course, if you see this with this reversed, it's interesting. You see with the church, there's a cross, there's like a cathedral in the background. And of course, if you turn it reversed, it's a symbol for a particular religion that's not Christian. Just saying. I think Meghan is also a part of with her cabal. And yeah, I forget what I was gonna say. It's this racial division that she's doing secretively. Like, right, yeah, Meghan's pretending to be an authentic victim of racism. And the environment of it, oh my, yep, here we go. Two of Wands reversed. So Meghan is trying to force her message, her ideology here, right? Because she sees her and the Marxist communists that she's a part of, they see people as, not riled up enough, right? And they want to push you to be a Marxist communist like them. A new world order, right? That's what it's all about. So she's forcing this down people's throats. I mean, you could tell how, inorganic BLM and the whole race baiting war that Meghan started in the UK with Megxit. This is an example of Meghan and her PR team, of course, just forcing it on everyone, is the way I see this. And of course, it's not an authentic, she's not really feeling like she's some righteous victim of mistreatment, because we all know Meghan would take them to court if she really felt that, if she really had a case. No, Meghan is doing this to affect using her position as a newly, at the time, as a newly minted royal, to try to force what I think is the New World Order agenda on the UK and the US. And of course, Meghan is trying to manipulate, again, secretively. I see the reverse as secretively. She's not trying to make it seem like she's doing that. She's using her position to play the victim and expecting and using her Sussex squad to force the message, right? And this is how she secretively attacks. She doesn't do it directly. She has her Sussex squad do it and make all the accusations and make all the stupid looking memes. I mean, who sat down and made that meme of her and Diana side by side pictures? I mean, I really don't think Sussex squatters, they have to be paid. Nobody in their right mind is sitting around making crap like that. No, that is Meghan trying to align herself with Princess Diana. It's interesting. So she's trying to push this race agenda and racial divisiveness, but at the same time, she wants you to see her as a white woman, Diana. You can't have it both ways, Megan. You can't be Princess Diana with blonde hair and blue eyes, and at the same time complain that everybody's racist. So I mean, this is why Meghan is it just makes people crazy. But of course, this whole agenda is crazy, and Major Arcana, there's a group behind it, right? So it's obviously not Meghan's idea. She's working with the group. A satanic group, evil group, and she wants to trying to force this agenda to align with BLM and Antifa agenda, which of course George Soros is the one who pays for BLM and Antifa. So it's the whole fitting right in there with everything with the globalists. Yeah. So Meghan doesn't feel it. She knows she's not a victim of racism. She knows it's a joke, but she's going to play the part. So what's the basis of the situation? Oh my. 3 of Swords. So I take it that she really doesn't like doing it. I think she realizes that she's hurting everyone, and she realizes that she's causing a lot of anger, and I think she hates doing it. In fact, I think she's a pawn in the globalist scheme, and in order to get what she wanted, marrying Harry and everything else, I mean, she wanted to be a princess. That was a real dream. There's a lot of fighting behind the scenes about this. They're not happy. Now, it could be that she doesn't like doing it because obviously she has no history of identifying as black. She went to a white school. She always had white friends. She only dated and married white men. I mean, it's obvious Meghan is not a Black Panther in her past or something. You know what I mean? She's never been involved in anything that was remotely associated with being black or supporting causes for black people. Now suddenly she's black, and so it's a joke, really. And that's why but this could also indicate. So this could indicate that she doesn't like doing it, and it really upsets her to do it. And that she feels perhaps forced to do it to not be killed by the globalists. Or this can mean that she's upset because it's not going well. This was her job. She was supposed to incite this and upset everyone and get everybody, defending her. She expected to get Americans to be, yeah, Meghan, poor Meghan, get that royal family, those royals, those, she was expecting, I think, or her job really is to incite anger towards the royal family from Americans. And it's not working. It's totally backfiring, right? So that might be why she's unhappy too, and that she's failing so miserably. Oh my goodness. It's not going well. Now Meghan did try to, or did have videos that criticized and exposed her lies. So many lies. Oh my God. Everywhere you look with Meghan, it's lies. It's not Omid's book. It's the interview. It's everything her and Harry do. It's just lies, lies, lies. And telling so many lies and getting yourself to believe lies. Jordan Peterson talks about this, and he posted on his uh, YouTube page that if you fill your head with lies, you're causing your own mental illness. It does cause you to be mentally ill because you're out of touch with reality now, and you can't make rational decisions, or because you're basing your existence on lies, and it's just colossally bad. You're headed for disaster if you're not in reality in making your decisions. So Meghan and Harry are totally, but of course, when you're wealthy like Harry and Meghan, it's not like you have to worry too much about making wrong decisions, but you really do. They can make a lot of very wrong, large decisions, like the Oprah Winfrey interview. So how did Meghan feel that Oprah Winfrey interview went? How does she really feel about it? Ooh, I get the Two of Cups reversed. Two of Cups reversed. So instead of bringing her closer with Oprah, because of course Meghan wants to be seen with Oprah, as being two of a kind and sharing their stories of racism together and whatever, but instead it has not gone well. I think it caused problems with her and Oprah, and perhaps her and Harry. I see a separation here. So I see that maybe possibly I'll have to look into it. I'll ask that after the reading about Oprah's perspective. But it does look like this may have separated her from Oprah. Oprah really blew this up, right? There were teasers, and they obviously spent a lot of money, and they really rehearsed it. I mean, everything was so rehearsed. I mean, it was so obvious. I mean, Oprah fed Meghan the questions. And so it was an obvious agenda. It was nothing spontaneous going on. So many lies that I think that Oprah and her, I think, leading up to the interview were Two of Cups together, working together. And then when the interview happened, it was so fake and phony and rehearsed that anyone could spot that a mile away. That it was like, this is so fake. This is so staged. It was so phony. It was so obvious. Um, yeah, so I think that's actually caused Oprah to realize this is a big mistake, and of course it's all part of the New World Order agenda they're trying to push that Oprah is a part of. So we've all seen the picture of Oprah with Harvey Weinstein, and of course that leads to, Jeffrey Epstein and Bill Gates and all the whole cabal. So anyways, going back to causing racial divisiveness in the country on top of, like I said before, on vaccine divisiveness and any other divisiveness that they're going to come up with, they are doing divide and conquer. They are trying to alienate Americans from each other, because if you're all together, you're going to fight together against the globalists, and they don't want that. They want you separated. They want you fighting with each other. So you don't go after Bloomberg or George Soros, right? So what is Meghan expecting to do with this racial divisiveness issue? Controversy. Is she going to continue with this? Is she going to drop it? Is she going to give it up? I don't think she's going to give it up. You know how she is. But let's see. Oh yeah, no, she's not giving it up. Look at that. Ace of Wands. So she's going to continue it. This is, again, trying to get on her high horse here with her sunshine sacks. I see this could be, I see her going forward, making a big show of it again. So I do see her continuing to battle with this. She's a warrior in this racial divisiveness issue. She's the one who was hired to instigate this battle, and she's going to continue with it. So I do see Meghan not giving up. I guess she's unhappy because it didn't go well, right? She couldn't do it. Meghan likes to think she's so powerful that she can just snap her fingers and get everybody fighting, and she has to a large extent. She has indeed, of course, with massive help from PR. But anybody with PR like that could, get everybody talking about them. It's just a matter of putting out all the puff piece stories and et cetera, et cetera. So it's not like Meghan's getting attention because of her talent or skills or because she looks good or does anything well. She's only getting attention because her Sunshine Sachs keeps pushing her out there on social media and in the media. And she's going to continue this, though. So I do think that as much of a fail, the attempts to incite uh, arguments and hatred towards the royal family because of racism, alleged racism, which was a lie, the lie of it, that she's going to continue doing this. Meghan's not going to drop it. She's not going to accept defeat, even though she has been horribly. Meghan has fallen flat on her face with Oprah. They made laughing stock. I mean, the video was the interview was such. It was the video, Meghan on her dress and the bird poops on it. I mean, everybody ridiculed that video. Even people that knew nothing about Meghan, they saw that interview, and then everyone was criticizing it and laughing about it. It became a comedy, a comedy of errors. I mean, which is great entertainment for us, right? I mean, but everybody can. Oh, it is funny how people reacted to it. It was excellent in that way. It made Meghan look like a fool. Her and Harry look like fools, two whiny multimillionaires. Poor us, we're so wealthy, our lives are so hard. I mean, really nauseating and disgusting, pathetic. Really just really, really disgusting. A reprehensible human being she is. Her and Harry, they really need, they should be forced to go live in poverty somewhere for a while to, instead of standing outside and saying, no one asks if I'm okay, because they obviously don't appreciate anything. And it's no wonder the royal family doesn't want to deal with them. Nobody wants to deal with them. So anyways, but Meghan's got to keep trying with the racial division, because that's something that's something that she's going to keep harping on. Okay, so what does Meghan not want with her agenda to cause racial divisiveness? What does she not want happening? And I get here 4 of Cups reversed. So 4 of Cups. So she doesn't want, people laying around and not doing it and not responding. She wants a response. No, what she doesn't want. Excuse me. Yeah. So what she doesn't want is people just, not be reacting, not reacting emotionally. I take this as perhaps, excess of or into the future, because she's going to start doing things again. No doubt she'll come up with something else. But she definitely doesn't want people, passively seeing what she's doing and not responding. She wants that emotional reaction. And this could also mean this person kind of looks like they've been drinking too much alcohol and they're passed out. And we all know that Lady C says that Harry and Meghan, she doesn't say it, but she goes, right, snorting, so meaning cocaine. And I don't know if you've heard, but actress Anne Hetch just crashed into a house. And according to TMZ, she was on cocaine. And she also had fentanyl in her system, but they're not sure if it was fentanyl drug. I mean, it could have been a painkiller from a hospital. It's probably mixed in, because problems with fentanyl killing people has increased way more than anything else in the US. I mean, they talk about COVID deaths, forget about it. Fentanyl has killed way more people. And that's because the borders are wide open, and China is giving the drug cartels fentanyl to bring over. So it's a toxic, potent amount that if you just get a whiff of it, you keel over. So anyways, a very suspicious crash with Anne Hesh, who apparently slammed into this house at like 80 miles an hour. She's going fast if you see the video. So now I was thinking possibly, and it still could be true, if she were vaccinated, she could have had a stroke or something, because there's something wrong there. You don't drive like that. That's not, something was really wrong there with her consciousness going in there. So could it have been cocaine? Maybe. Well, whatever. The point I'm getting at is she doesn't want her drug use and alcohol use, her and Harry, they don't want that being brought up. That's the bottom line, what I'm getting at. Because Anne Hetch was under the influence of cocaine. So that topic coming up, the problem of what it is, and we all know Harry and Meghan have problems. So Meghan doesn't want that being discovered or talked about. So what is she hoping for with her divisiveness? Oh my. Yeah, this woman is dark. I got Eight of Wands reversed. So there's Megan obsessing over social media and what people are saying, and obsessing over um, trying to take down anything she doesn't like, and trying to um, obsessing over making herself appear dark when she's really very light. You see this person, a very light, like white person with a very dark background. Megan's like obsessed with, how can I make myself look darker? And in some of the pictures on Tumblr, you can see they darkened Megan's complexion. So real quick, I just want to go back on Tumblr. I only looked very briefly at it, but you can see the racist theme coming up again and again with her memes from her little followers here. And this is all, again, very recent. And where's the one? There's a picture here, if I can find it. Because I was just scrolling through very quick. Oh, crap. Tumblr. Um, Lots of her Oprah interview there, still trying to plug it. See, again, the racism. Trying to get everybody's a racist. Megan is really working hard trying to bring this up and beat this story, this narrative to death. This picture kind of looks, yeah, that looks a bit dark in there. But there is one, the picture from the Jubilee, where she's wearing the white outfit. You can see the Sussex sweater just taking her picture and just darkening her skin. I don't know. There's one, if I can find it. I just passed recently. Well, I can't see it, but if you look through, you'll see they do this. Wow. Anyways, I don't feel like seeing all her. She loves showing off all her old suits pictures for some reason. It keeps putting these ugly. She is so funny looking. She is just such a joke. So, anyways, all right. Well, you'll see if you look through these ridiculous Tumblr accounts. But Tumblr, and like I said, I think that they're paid, so, and it's pathetic. And so I'm thinking about that with social media. Eight of Wands here, what she wants. So she wants to take down anything she doesn't like, and she wants to overwhelm social media with her agenda. So Megan thinks that she can do this because I see Eight of Wands as like censorship, as well as an excess of. So she wants an excess of her Sussex squad that she pays to keep posting this garbage, which they obviously are, and promoting her divisive racist agenda. And at the same time, she wants to take down anyone she doesn't like, or take down any interviews she doesn't like, and of course get anyone fired that criticizes her lies, catches her lies, which is basically everybody's. Now I'm wondering, now Oprah, like I said, is part of the cabal, major figure in the cabal, in fact, and she's one of the first ones to start the racism thing, racial divisiveness. So what's Oprah's influence? Is Meghan working for Oprah as far as this racial divisiveness topic? Is that something here? Okay, I get Knight of Pentacles reversed. All right, so Oprah's not the main impetus, but she is fighting with Meghan, right? So another knight, another fighter, and of course Pentacles would be financially supporting it, and also physically supporting it. For Oprah to come out and do the interview and do interviews with Harry on mental health. Oprah must have been like dying having to listen to Harry talk about mental health in a podcast, right? Talk about boring, right? What the hell does Harry know about mental health? He's no expert. Well, anyways, I guess they had experts on, but still, Harry is boring AF, and we all know that. And so I think that Meghan is not working for Oprah, and I see this as secretively reversed. So, but Oprah is definitely providing resources, money. Oprah has lent Gayle King to cover Meghan and to give her favorable coverage and give her coverage and say what she wants to hear, and on Good Morning America or whatever it is that she's on. I don't know, I don't watch it, but so Oprah is obviously supporting but it's not Oprah's orders. Meghan is getting the orders from the top of the cabal. So this could be the Rothschilds or something like that. Whoever's at the top there with George Soros or whatnot. It's not Oprah calling the shots. Oprah is another warrior. I'm getting night and night, warrior and warrior. Meghan's going to keep fighting. Oprah is going to keep fighting. So both Oprah and Meghan, I think, were assigned to help to attempt to create more racial division in the United States. And then this is a satanic agenda. Satanism is about tearing things down, right? It's always taking them down with the police, down with the statues, down with history, down with the queen, right? They're always down, destroy, destroy. This is the nature and what Satanists do, besides their other evil things they do. This is definitely what they do. And Meghan is definitely doing that. And I do think it's a satanic group. So, which we all know already because we're dealing with the Meghan Markle. So yeah, so she is, a very miserable, drug-addled woman who has never been a good actress, never will be, and who is attempting to use her platform, or what platform she has left. I mean, she's been so miserable at it. Oh my goodness, what a disaster. How's it gonna go? What's she gonna do next? Oh my gosh, 10 of Cups reversed. Wow. Yeah, so she's gonna be, I see her really playing again the drama card here, the woe is me, the poor me card with the royal family. I see her coming out with something to get sympathy again. Now we do know what's the last thing Meghan looks. She had the alleged miscarriage, and before that, when she was the royal family, she claimed that she was suicidal. So I don't know what else she's gonna come up with next, but I do see her playing the pity card. She's gonna have something. Maybe it's gonna be another miscarriage. Maybe she'll, because Anne Hetch just died. I mean, Anne Hetch is going to die, I think. They said that she's not doing well and she's in intensive care and she's not getting better. So perhaps Meghan is going to try a scare like that with her or Harry or something and try to get sympathy like that. Maybe try to claim, of course, they don't want to admit they have drug issues, but they could possibly set something up so it looks like they were in a minor car accident or something, just to get sympathy and get the attention. Because, she'll do anything for attention, right? She will do anything for attention. So I'm seeing Ten of Cups reversed is doing something to bring people's sympathies and sadness her way. Like, poor me, poor me. I had another miscarriage, or something like that. What is this Ten of Cups about? She wants to bring great sadness about everything. She wants to, and as Meghan selfishly writes about herself and her miscarriage, and she says, "I'm doing it to make it more acceptable for people to talk about." Yeah, like people were waiting for Meghan's permission to talk about miscarriages. It's like, is she? See what the arrogance, and the out of touchness, and the just sheer stupidity of this woman is beyond. And no amount of PR is going to save that. There's no amount of PR. No one's buying her crap and her lies and her crazy nonsense. And of course, I get the Three of Wands reversed. Three of Wands. So it could also, I kind of get a childlike figure in this card. So it could be some kind of Meghan playing the victim, like somebody took a picture of Archie or something of that nature, where she'll, act like, poor them, they're in such danger, they need more security or something. But definitely, Meghan is going to be trying to drum up more sympathy for herself somehow with but it's all going to be PR. It's all going to be, it's all going to be, nonsense, all just for attention. And in long term, how's it going to go with her? Wah, wah. Not a good card. I get Five of Wands reversed. So again, I see the battle continuing with her trying to create racial divisiveness, but she's going to be doing it online with her Sussex squad. So the only divisiveness that Meghan can successfully conjure up is by having her Sussex squad conjure it up. And she'll be secretively, supporting them behind the scenes, which is exactly what her and Harry have been doing. Although they haven't been totally secretive about it. Harry and Meghan have come out and thanked Danny Trin and other Sussex Squad people, and the Sussex Squad people came to the Invictus Games that they just had in the Netherlands, right? So it's not really a big secret, but Harry and Meghan's working with them is obviously not public knowledge, but we know that they are, and they do, and that's what they're going to continue doing going forward in the long term. So the only way you're going to be affected by Meghan and her attempts to cause racial divisiveness is if you're on Tumblr or Twitter, which I don't spend a lot of time on, so it's not going to faze me too much. Uh, yeah. So those are the only people that are going to be affected by it. In general, society is not going to be affected by Meghan's. And Meghan was attempting to do that. Meghan was attempting to get all of the country, all Americans to turn against the royal family, but it's not going to work because Meghan has already failed. But she's not going to stop. She's going to keep going. She's got the energy. She loves to fight. She's crazy. She's drugged up. She's ready to go. She's got nothing else to do. Okay. It's not like the girl's going to get any work done. God forbid she do some work, right? Do something on Netflix. But anyways, so a couple last questions. How does Oprah feel about that interview that she did with Meghan? That was such a colossal fail, such a joke, such a woke joke. Everything that goes woke goes broke, and this is why. So how does Oprah feel it went? I mean, what a disaster that interview was. That's humiliating for someone like Oprah, who has been so prominent and elevated higher than she should have been. Actually, I think Oprah was, given way too much credit when in reality, I mean, she's just another globalist. So why? How is Oprah feeling about that interview? King of Wands. King of Wands. Well, I think that she did like the attention. It had been a while since she had done an interview, so she did like doing that. Oh yeah, uh-huh. Well, she liked doing it. I think Oprah actually felt it went well. I think she thought it was good. Of course, Oprah's probably the one that edited it, so she thought it was all good. She thought she made Meghan look, believable. Wow. So perhaps she can't understand how people are not buying it, because maybe back in the 1980s people would have bought it. So yeah, so actually I'm seeing that Oprah thought the interview went well. She thought everything, and yeah, Seven of Cups. I don't think she understands this internet stuff. I don't think she spends time on the internet. I think she's looking at it not really, kind of confused about why there's the pushback. Let me see. Yeah, Oprah thought she was doing a great job here. Is Oprah gonna do another interview with Meghan? Is she planning on doing another interview with her? She thinks it went so well. There has been rumors, and Meghan has made it seem. All right. Well, I'm kind of getting that Oprah is very busy. Her father did just recently pass away. She has a very tight schedule, and I think that she's sort of. Oh, yeah, I'm getting Seven of Coins. I'm getting the feeling like that Oprah thinks that Meghan's a lot of work. I think that the interview was a lot of work for Oprah because I think Oprah probably had to do all the work of figuring out how to phrase things and how to lead Meghan to the right answers, her and Harry. So I do kind of get the idea that Oprah's exhausted by it all. Like Meghan and Harry are so much work because Meghan and Harry don't know what they're doing. They're both idiots. They're both lazy, and they don't know what they're doing. So I'm kind of getting that Oprah is not, jumping to do it again. I don't think she wants to work with them. She's like sort of buying her time. Like, let's wait a while first. I think she's trying to delay it. But I think she'll have to because I'm getting two working cards here. So I'm getting the idea that, obviously they're both part of the globalist cabal. So if they want another interview with Meghan and to try it again with the racial divisiveness, Oprah will have to do it, right? And you gotta see this here with the fire. Fire is like red flames, like cabal, evil, like they're hell here. So yeah, so Oprah felt it was a success. Yeah, so I think she's surprised. How's Oprah feeling about the backlash and the criticism? Because yeah, I think that she felt it was a success. It got a lot of attention. Um, how does Oprah feel about the criticism? Let me see. This one's trying to fly out here. Yeah, so the divisiveness and going people to go back and forth was the point of the divisiveness, right? So she did expect it to be criticized. So, and it was a huge deal. And Meghan did almost get, I'm getting Five of Cups though. So, she's not thrilled with Meghan in general or working with Meghan or the interview. So the reaction to it, she was disappointed. She did, expect some. I think she felt like it wasn't. It was divisive for the wrong reasons. right? Because they were trying to manipulate people to be fighting over whether or not the royal family is racist, but instead they were fighting over how many lies Meghan told. So it was divisiveness, which is what, of course, Oprah wanted, but she was unhappy. Five of Cups here. She was unhappy that people were arguing about the wrong things, you know, because there were so many things in this interview that they covered and that went on that people, all the lies, these like all the lies Meghan told, you know. And I don't think Oprah believed that Americans would figure out the lies. I think that, and nor did I don't think Meghan. I don't think Meghan thought Americans would figure it out. I think she thought Americans would be too lazy to discover this stuff, and maybe some have been about some lies, you know. But I think that Meghan's insincerity and her fakeness just came across so clearly, as well as the staged interview, how rehearsed it was very clear. So the whole thing was just a joke. So yeah, so Oprah, although Oprah thought the interview went well and it did get a lot of attention and people talking, it was a lot of work for Oprah. It was exhausting for her, and although it did create divisiveness, it wasn't the right kind for Oprah. She didn't want that people arguing about the lies. She wanted them arguing about racism, and it didn't happen. So Oprah was disappointed about that. And I do see her still supporting Meghan, who is going to continue trying to continue the race bait. And I do see Meghan as trying to upset people. Ten of Cups reversed with the was it Three of Wands? Yeah, Three of Wands reversed. So Meghan is going to continue trying to upset people, upset the country, and bring people down, try to depress people and upset them. She doesn't want you to be happy, especially if the Republicans take control in November. Meghan was going to go out of her way to make everybody miserable, I'll tell you what. So anyway, so that is what I have for you regarding Meghan and her trying to create racial division in the world. And she is going to continue doing that. She's going to continue trying to upset people. Meghan is a very disturbed, mentally ill woman who's strung out on drugs, and that's part of the reason. But her Sussex squad, you know, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. And of course, Harry and Meghan are right there with them, and Omid, of course, as well. So that is what I have for you. So I hope you enjoyed this. If so, please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.